Yo, what's good, internet?
Yo, what's up, internet?
Yo!
You know,
That's like what everybody does now, right?
oh, yeah, that's the intro hard. We used to do that a lot, actually.
What else can you do? I'm playing, man. Yeah, but I'm so love. Yeah.
You need to use his clip as the sound effect.
Exactly, just kind of. Now we have the rights. You did it on the show. Now we have the rights.
Man,
now.
let's get 2 million views and I get my little, slice of that. Alright, let's get it.
Yo, welcome to episode 28, No Limit Podcast. You got me, your co-host, Kopano.
And your boy Sim as well. You know, every day we here.
Episode 26, and we have none other than you've already heard him already.
He's busy with the horn. Look at your boy WaveDave. WaveDave in the beat.
It's
WaveDave. I think it's been wavy today, so we can
the thing is, with the name Wave, it's okay. I get like people, people think like it's cool. Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
But I think it's also beyond that. It's also just like I didn't name myself that. It was actually a friend of mine who came up to me one day and was like, "Look, how you rap is a certain style, and it sounds wavy, like in terms of how you actually flow with your words."
Yeah.
So then I took it from that, and then I think wavy also just added on because I just like to dress a certain way as well, and that's just really who I am. But it's I feel like people sometimes take it maybe like just wavy. It's just, it is cool, but there's also like depth to it. Yeah, it's not just that. It is that. That's I guess the face, but like just digging deeper.
Yeah.
I guess.
There we go, folks. We didn't have to ask. He just answered the first two questions of ours.
Wow. Shit. Welcome to my show. I'm playing.
We've retired.
Yeah, we sort of getting the ropes to
podcast.
Yeah. This is our last episode. You see us.
Episode 27.
Yes.
Thank you for pulling through.
Yeah. Wow, dripping.
What the hell? Okay.
It was playing the whole time, so we've been.
Is it? Is that like y'all's favorite song?
Yeah, for me, in fact,
Dripping, dog.
Yeah,
dripping still.
Dripping, dog.
And it's big because I looked up and I was like, "Whoa, this track is."
That's crazy.
It's single.
It was because it was my first thing that I like. Okay, second thing that I really dropped seriously. First thing wasn't really dropped seriously. We all unfortunately have our phases, but that was like 8 years ago.
Way back.
Dripping was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the funny thing about the industry is that it's a business, right? And you're a brand, and you have to actually keep investing into yourself. And eventually, what you planted 2 years ago could actually manifest 3-4 years later, and you never actually know. Because it's crazy that you still think dripping is the best when I'm I'm like, I'm on some other ish right now, and I'm just like, dripping what? Like, man, I performed that song once this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because
that was
I'm just,
hard.
I love it. I love it too. Yeah.
It was the first time you had your event on the track.
Yeah. Okay, the first one. Hey.
Yeah.
That was in April. Yeah, dope.
But your car is bopping.
Yeah, it was.
That was the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
The entire car went
it's like,
bust. Maybe that's when the end of the song, I was in the mosh pit as well. I was like, shit is going.
Drip. For a lot of people.
By the beat.
No. So that was also, like another thing is that was also a different phase in my music journey. That was when I was actually, funnily enough, still finding myself as well.
Yeah.
Dripping was funnily experimental. You know what I mean? In the sense that I was testing out the trap sound. You know what I mean? And then with the drop of What You Take Me For, I started testing out the more alternative side of things with songs like Fine Girl and Don't Go Low, you know what I mean? And those are a whole different vibe, and a whole lot of other people see those as like, whoa, you know what I mean? So with going forward, I'm just trying to merge, not really merge per se, but like create equilibrium between both for myself, whereby it sounds Afro, but it actually is trap at the same damn time. I don't know if
because we don't have that already.
Yeah,
it's not that much out.
We do have it in the sense,
that much
but
out, though. Yeah,
there's also flavors to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So That's where it's at. That's where it's at. For yeah.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of like Afro, a bit of Afro influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a tape or an album?
What you take me for?
Yeah.
For me, it was an album. Here's why. Here's why. I wrote everything. I made every single beat, and I recorded everything. That I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that, but I'm proud to say that I did that alone. A year back, I did that alone.
Okay.
Barely with like 1 or 2, 3 people in my team. Okay, who did different other aspects. I did that with the photographer who did the album cover.
Which was clean, by the way.
Period Creatives, yeah. At Period Creatives on Instagram. Very clean.
Shout out.
He does all my visuals. You know what I mean. And yeah, like the concept,
Also saw
DB, like fire song. You know, I feel like also with the drop of What You Take Me For, I think what I really missed out on earlier in my career and the mistakes that I actually made were things like not actually doing enough outside of the music. You know what I mean? Because you get so sucked up. That's the problem with doing everything alone.
Yeah.
You get so sucked up in the finer detail of the creation that when it's done, it's like, oh yes, okay, it's done. But then after it's done, there's something called packaging. There's something called a rollout. You know what I mean? And for me, I was just relying on, unfortunately, this is just real. This is me being real. This is me not even trying to be on some ego shit. I dropped it without a plan of that, really. You know what I mean? And it's still caught. That's the funny thing. I still got 10,000 plays out of it. Streams, iTunes and Spotify. You know what I mean? So it still did. Yeah, man, the royalties are still there. I'm looking at them like, should I get it out now? No, let me keep it. I'm not saying it's like it's a lot, you know, but it's money, dog. It's money. Like one day I can just be like, fuck it. Withdraw. Let me flex. Straight up, bro. But you know, it's really all love. It's really all love.
When you withdraw, is it to flex with another video?
No, it's not to flex, really. It's sorry, hold on. I just need to drink water.
Take your time. Yeah, while he flexes with the water.
No, I mean like, are you gonna not flex, but like, are you gonna spend the money on
to make other projects?
Of course. The thing is, you always have to keep investing in yourself. I don't want to really delve into how I'm gonna invest in myself next year because that's kind of just giving out my moves, and it doesn't really have to be like that.
But move in silence.
Rather move in silence and don't talk too much. And don't be the loudest thing in the room and say the most and not actually do enough. Just what do they call it again? Under promise and over deliver. Yeah. That's what they call it.
You wanna be that guy like, we look at you like, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Like, like for real, man, like I'm really on some. Sure, I've made some music this year, but I was just trying to have a different avenue to music and take a different route. Like I've been just purifying my sound. I've really been working on a lot of records this year. Like I'm sitting on quite a few records. You know what I mean? That can come out next year and
next year, peeps, look at next year.
Next year, but
what I'm features.
Yeah, I actually have a couple lined up.
No, I
don't want to jinx it. Like it's not even a jinx. They're like literally on my hard drive. Like they.
Please don't lose your hard drive.
Use that.
Even if we do, like it's always fire, man. Like the hard drive is just a process in time, and with each passing time, you get better at everything. That's Future lost. Okay, let me just keep quiet. Let me just keep quiet.
No, but I feel people have lost.
But other people do cry a lot.
It just depends on. You see, that's the game. It depends on how hard you bounce back after a fall.
As long as it's not like a publicity stunt.
No.
The USB and your nigga, the KO was playing over it.
That has been taken. Because thing is,
what happened with KO?
He was promoting some work and he said like a USB with the song on it was lost.
Oh damn!
Not lost, but like somebody took it and they were demanding money
for it.
Ransom.
Yeah, it was like just a publicity stunt.
Oh no, was it?
Yeah.
Just wow.
So because other artists might say that maybe they put in so much effort that it's hard to recreate what they did the first time. So others do cry that they lost their stuff over that way. But others say, even if I lose, I'm still that dope that I can still remake, make something better.
It's really what it is, man. It really is what it is. it just depends on the frequency of the dope stuff that you make. If you're really putting in the time and the effort, every time you're making stuff, it's dope in some certain way, you know. And I mean, even if Travis Scott lost a hard drive, he'd still come back harder. Future lost a hard drive, he still came back harder. It just depends on how hard you gotta go, how hard you're willing to go.
So where is WaveDave now? Because now we can see that.
That's a deep question. I'm like, I'm here. Oh, where's WaveDave at? Right, that's what you asked me, right? WaveDave is in I'm in a learning phase of my life. You know, I'm grateful for everything that's happening to me. I think I wouldn't switch my life for anything else. You know, no matter whatever you go through, it's really just about the perspective and how you see it. You know, but I'm in a beautiful place because I'm coming into something. You know what I mean? The picture's never been more clearer, really. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy how you have to step out of certain things and, you know, certain environments and certain habits to actually get there, you know. So,
Okay, so before you cut me there, so I had a follow-up question which was music related. I was asking, where is WaveDave music-wise?
Okay. So, oh, shit. I told my whole life story. I'm like, oh, shit. I told my whole life story.
And then the second part of that was, because WaveDave can do Afrobeats and trap beats, where is WaveDave at
right
comfortably, musically? And then you only just
comfortably, I'm too comfortable with trap, which is not a good place to be. I feel like I need to get less comfortable with it, and perhaps I have certain things that are, you know, let me actually say with that, I've instilled a production team behind me to create different layers of depth to my sound. Basically, you know, and I feel like that's going to enhance my sound in ways that I couldn't have done alone. That's also going to allow me to focus more. Still producing, still definitely producing. Most things still, but you know, with flavors of this and that and this and that with it as well. But I guess you only really hear that like either soon, maybe next week, maybe the week after that, maybe next year, but for now, Facts music video out. Check it out on YouTube. Yes, please. We're trying to get it to 10,000 views.
Let's
10K. That's a drop.
Facts.
Facts is out. Facts WaveDave.
Yes. Description. There's a link for the video. If you want to see the video.
Why you added subscribe to 23 TV, yo?
Gang.
Gang.
Besides the music, you also do this kick-ass event.
Thank you. Yeah, like the thing is, I love challenging myself. So right now, I'm really so excited about events that music is now exciting me more again now. But you know, events just it didn't take over as in I stopped music. I was just like, let me just see. I just wanted to see, you know, I really love challenging myself, man. But then you always still have to step back and go back to the basic and the root of it all, which is music. But back to Alter the Trap.
This nigga's interviewing himself.
Like, he didn't even choose back to himself. Like, okay, you can also with this.
But I'm gonna go this way. I'm just gonna talk my shit.
I think you pretty much answered my question because
like,
you know, you seem to be enjoying doing events because I was at like 2 of them of alternate traps. So let me ask you this: what's the plan with it moving forward?
It's to grow in strength, in love, in numbers, of course, in worth, in value, I think, and I'm just so grateful for everyone who like pulled through, man. Like, you know, the artists that did, you know, Rhea Black, Lilo What's Good, Nouveau. Yo, there's like 12 of them. Oddville, you know, Season. Like, yo, man, it was DJ Double D, Stunt Double, you know, like, it was really, 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 really nice. Because we're trying SBK was dope.
If you're forgetting anyone, shout out.
SBK, definitely, absolutely, you know. And I just feel like where we're trying to get to, of course, man, it's always really to grow. You know, it's really to grow, and there's different avenues of doing that. And we're moving into newer environments now. We're taking it to a new location, you know. And I just think it's It's gonna be so nice.
Bigger.
So nice.
Bigger, better, more dope.
Is the plan with
bigger,
it
I guess,
to always have like, kind of artists who are on the verge of blowing up, like who are still on the come up, but like
Is that the idea behind?
That's no, because I think everyone is blown up. It's just like we're trying to include a certain niche of people as well.
Yeah.
A niche that is actually growing right now, and people don't actually realize it, which is the alternative scene.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the Nigerian niche is always the biggest in Africa first. And if you look at Nigeria now, there's an alternative niche, big, it's huge.
Yeah.
And then when they start there, SA is also climbing onto that. That's actually where SA is gonna start going. But it's only gonna probably take, I don't know, 5 years, maybe 4 years, you know, to actually grow into that, you know, phase. Because everyone is listening to alternative now, and there's so many alternative artists coming up if you think about it.
Yeah.
Shoma Josie's alternative, Moonchild is alternative, the biggest artist in the country, even AKA sometimes makes alternative music.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If you listen to The World Is Yours, that's mad alternative. When I actually listen to that beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the sound right now. And we just have to just keep growing this and keep alternative in the sense that it's not also boxed into what it actually should be or what it should be like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I got you.
But you know that when it happens, we know that we call it first on the show, that this was gonna happen. People should know that it was called first on the show.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. On to the next shoe. On to the next shoe. On the behind the scenes, just now that before we started the shoot, we learned that our previous guest that was here, Biscuit, you guys know each other.
No, I don't. We don't know each other, but I know her from some time. I can't quite remember where, but I know her. Like I think we followed each other on Twitter for a while, and then, but this was like 6 years back, and she was coming up dope. Like her music was really dope, you know. But I can't remember exactly. I think I was supposed to do an event that she was supposed to book me for. Then she was supposed to do an event that I was supposed to book her for or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, or the other way around. I don't know if that makes sense. I was supposed to do an event and book her or something like that, or like actually connect us. I can't actually quite remember, but it was definitely work related. So I don't know if she remembers, but if she does, like holla Biscuit.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't. We don't really follow each other anymore.
Get some
lost.
Yeah, I can get her for the Ultra Fest.
Exactly.
Ultra Fest.
A feature.
What's happening at the Ultra Fest?
I don't know.
No,
What's happening in Ultra Fest?
You said Ultra Fest. Bro.
It's outside the track.
No. I was confused you guys to see whether you're still here.
That is changing.
Ultra Fest. It's all the same.
No, Ultra is what is it? Not dubstep. Disco music, not disco. Electro house music.
What?
Electro house music.
Yeah, that's electro. That's
electro house.
It's good music.
But with experimenting with sounds, who knows? Maybe he might do a track that's electro-wise and end up featuring on the concert, dude.
You saved your ass.
What do you mean save my ass? You didn't listen to this guy.
It's okay, bro. Ultra makes Ultra. It's really alright. It's really alright.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Long story short, you and Biscuit should hook up, make a track so that we could vibe to the period.
Wait, me, I want to ask this. A homie of the show, a good friend of ours, shout out Indire out in Cape Town, kicking shit, doing dope work. I know you guys know each other.
Yeah, we do.
Any collab?
Actually, yeah.
We're the drive.
I'm doing. There's. I don't know when they're gonna drop though, but there's like songs that I produced that are hers. Like they really sound really fire. Yeah. Like so that should come out
Sometime.
very soon, I think. Though very soon, I think.
So the plan is to get that drive. We can get like some cool music.
Okay. Yeah, like in the circle, I don't want to. Yeah. Okay, Jaya. I got.
Shout out Jaya, episode 5. Go check it out.
Rameti, Remy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know him as Rameti.
Shout out Remy.
Remy. Yo, man, he's really doing well. DB's also really doing well.
Yeah. Shout out DB as well.
Yeah. Ray's also doing well. You know, like Jaya too. You know, I'm really. Those are like the people that I have music with right now. but also I have music with the likes of other people with, like out of the alternative scene too, like Remy Johnson, which is a bit more on the trappy edge. So, you know, I'm still definitely, I'd like to say exploring. Definitely exploring, but I have a definite sound that I'm going to drop, which is more like dark, mellow, Afro trap vibes for 2020. That's really what I'm planning. Like really, it's very soothing music. It's very soothing music.
How did you link up with DB?
Through a show, we both performed at the Agog. He performed Squad. I performed Dripping in Facts. And it was like, whoa, shit.
Link up. Then you linked up afterwards.
Yeah, then we did No Delay, and then that was part of my album. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's just basically how everyone actually links up. Like, oh shit,
Relationships are organic.
Dope. That's actually how I met everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically everybody I met through shows.
What's your process like? Do you?
Yeah, what's my process?
Yeah, do you write first, or you hear the beat first and then you write to it?
I wish I could write first.
Yeah.
But I don't. I make the beats first. I make the beats first, and then I write to it, and then I send that in to get mastered, and then that's it. But like, I always want to be in a good space when I make music, you know. So sometimes I could make a song in like a week. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I feel like I some people will say think too much, but I really try and just let it sit in with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm a very laid back creator, which I'm trying to make faster because the industry demands it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to make that faster if you are.
If you are alone, or if you're also alone.
Oh yeah.
Doing everything by yourself.
No, but that's
Not even
team,
like that, you know, but like
squad.
I do have a team though. I do have a team. For Dripping, I did have a team, you know, like I'm not gonna lie. I did have a team. I had Tablet on the team, I had Season on the team. We dropped a music video on YouTube. It did very well. I loved the concept of it. You know, I just feel like at that point we're at a certain point, you know, and I think the one thing artists don't understand is little things like investing in yourself more than just recording and, you know, and the making of a video, but even beyond that too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just lessons, man. And that was like, I'm allowed to make these mistakes. That was, you know, a year ago. I'm like 23 now, you know what I mean? So like, shit, man, I'm younger than a lot of people, bro.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I have time to fuck up, but like, you know, for what I've done this year, I'm happy. I'm actually happy. I'm stressed but happy.
Yeah.
And it's like good stress. Like this is what I wanted. I see you like.
Let's get it. So any plans for 2020?
I think for everyone, 2020 is blow up year.
New decade.
2020 for everyone sees it as like I feel like if you don't want, why don't you want to blow up in 2020, man? Like.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to blow up? Like, do you still not want to be blown up in 2020? Like,
dude, Vision 2020, guys.
Why don't you even want to be blown up by December? Okay, well, if you haven't been working, forget about it. It's cool. Let's just move on. Yeah. 2020, you might blow up if you're actually picking up your ass now.
Starting now.
And yeah, like, there's always opportunities, man. Just believe in yourself, you know. Like, you never really know how it's gonna be. You really just never know. The stories out there that you hear. Mang had played for 5 years of their life, and then at one time in one cafe, some guy met them and they were like, whoa, okay, no. Boom. You know, and apart from that, like, also growing your brand, man. You know, growing your brand, growing your audience, it's also a thing. It's an art, you know what I mean? And the more you do that, the more music you create, the more you do, the more you create, the more the universe gives back to you. So just keep on producing and be consistent with that. Produce music, produce work, produce dope shit, man. Add value to the industry. Don't just sit back and like, I wish you guys would do this for me, or you know, like no hating on nobody, but I'm just saying, man, like, you know, man, don't lie to people. Tell people the truth of the matter. You know, tell your friends the truth, and just invest in yourself and just
invest.
Yeah.
Right. So for someone who wants to go to your outer, right? How do you get there? How does one become?
So the previous venues that we had it at, well, the previous venue was at the Agog.
So with the snippets, they were like there's a shot where you shot one part of the portraits that were there.
Yeah, it's really nice. So it's like a rooftop venue. It was really nice. It was really great. We had a good time. That was the last one. I think that was for me one of the most satisfying events ever. But I was so damn exhausted. Like you can't believe. So I didn't even have time to like savor it. You know what I mean? I really wish as an event organizer you actually could savor, because most of the time, sometimes, unfortunately, it's hell of a lot. You know, it's hell of a lot. But of course, that was my 5th show. You know, because I've been doing shows for my own personal reasons, for launches, you know, same at the Agog as well, you know, so I just decided, okay, let me actually make this bigger and better and, you know, include everybody.
So, an artist wants to feature out.
So what's the, like, do you select artists, like you go scout?
Yeah, of course, that's the thing, because you see, when you become an event organizer, then you start realizing why certain things are important as an artist. So it actually grows your knowledge and understanding of what artistry is. Because as an event organizer, you're trying to see value. You understand? You're trying to see a lot of value. A lot of value. Like you invest into people, you know, and people grow. And, you know, I feel like the first Altar, beautiful lineup. I love the same people that we brought on with to the next one and just, you know, made it, you know, like a bit more with the commercial edge as well. And I think that's really what it stands for. Alter the Trap is actually that. It's Alter the Trap. Alternative and trap music. You know, people enjoying themselves within those two vibes. And it's having a good time. And also, you know, it's also about celebrating people who are kind of pushing their boundaries. To alter your trap is also to make home or make a comfortable space out of places that are otherwise inconducive to you. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, like alter it, man. The earth is a trap, guys. Like what we're living in, you know, it's not easy to stay out here. People are depressed, man. It's fucked up. How do we make this homely? What are we doing to enhance our environment? You know, how are we altering?
Okay.
Yo, episode 27. On that note, let's alter this podcast and end it.
Yeah. So
okay.
Wait. So where can your followers and your followers and our followers catch you?
Yeah, you guys can catch me on Instagram at WaveDave _, Twitter at WaveDave _. That's as far as you can catch me. You can also send me an email, WaveDave.
Find the music on Spotify.
Yes, WaveDave. Just one word. Just make sure it's one word. Like anyway, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Tidal, Deezer. Everywhere. So. But so like that's just like man. And I just dropped Facts. Please check that out on YouTube. And after that, check out Dripping. It's actually last year's work, but it's like Facts came out this year. Yeah. And you know, like I said, man, before I finish, I've actually been focusing more on other aspects of my life this year, which is actually opening a business. And it isn't so. I don't know how to explain it. It's a seed, you know what I mean? And I'm really loving it how it is right now. But I want to take care of the seed so much. Again, this is something new. This is me and my newness syndrome. I'm creating this business right now, and I'm still making music, but like I'm doing both at a certain growth pace that, eventually just gonna
just bloom at the end.
Just bloom, man.
Yo, it's Mr. Philosophical when he wants to. Yeah. This your Dave for the wave and wave
that's
Dave
because,
for the Dave.
That's because I had a J.
Disclaimer.
Sorry, this is J Wave. Oh. You were not
with Wave, Dave. It was J Wave.
Yeah.
One word though. Oh wait. This has been one good interview, so we're signing out. Make sure you catch us next time.
Catch the episode, Spotify, SoundCloud,
Google
Podcast.
Yeah, and man, and also on the No Limit Podcast.
Yeah, and check out the music video.
Yeah, everything in the description box on YouTube. If you're listening audio only, just search No Limit Podcast.
Yeah.
Just search WaveDave, one word.
Absolutely, man.